Alright guys, today we are going to talk about constraining, and constraining comes in when we actually start putting assemblies together. We take the parts that we've created and we assemble them together so that they're stuck together. When we talk about constraints, we're talking about putting things together so they cannot move. When we do this, you basically open up an assembly instead of a part. And there's a couple terms I want to go over with you as far as constraining goes, because this will be helpful for you when we start making sure that we've got things put together the correct way. So 3 terms that you need to understand with constraints. The first one is a mate. A mate means that you're going to take 2 pieces and you're going to put them together. And when Autodesk Inventor puts them together, they could be put together in any random way, as long as the 2 sides that you said you wanted together are together. So for instance, if I've got these 2 erasers and I mated them, Autodesk Inventor might put them together like this. Autodesk Inventor might put them together something like this. Or Autodesk Inventor might put them together something, I don't know, completely different, like this. Okay, just as long as these 2 sides are touching, that would mean that they're mating. What we need to do then after we apply a mate constraint is we want to do 2 flushes. The term flush means that you want like the edges of them level with one another. So for instance, I would want the top of this eraser level with the top of this eraser. So I would then apply what's called a flush constraint. So when I do that, then what's going to happen is these 2 objects are going to move like this. So now they're level with one another, but they still just might not be completely together like this, how we would want them. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So after applying 1 flush, it might be like this. Then what we want to do is apply another flush constraint on this side so that these 2 objects would be flush. And so we would put, then after we apply that constraint, then they would be flush and level. So you always want to remember the terms, well, when you're doing this today, you want to remember the terms mate, and then flush, and then flush. If you can remember those 3 in that order, that's going to help you tremendously.